This is the Five for Fighting podcast.
Fantasy hockey, breaking down the lines. Matchups, injuries, hot takes, and trades. No clickbait noise, no overplayed clips. If there's an edge to find, we already checked.
Parlays, we got them for days. Five for Fighting.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Five for Fighting podcast, our New Year's Eve edition, episode 7. First off, I just want to say a big thank you to the wives and girlfriends of the Five for Fighting crew for letting this happen on New Year's Eve. I know it's not easy, so we very much so appreciate you guys. So, what's on the go, boys? Devin's down in Panama. How's everything?
Man, we're doing good. Obviously, like I've been updating you. Today is a struggle because we had a power outage and it's 35-degree heat. So all of us are dying of heat stroke and we can't go retreat in the AC. But I also did a morning surf session, an afternoon session, and we got another one coming up after we get off the pod. So between that and just good weather, good times with the girlfriend and her boyfriend, or sorry, her brother
Woo!
and his girlfriend are down with us. So yeah,
The secret life of Devin
we got a
Pippin.
wicked setup down here, and I know it's been a good holiday. Yeah, so I'm doing all right. How are you guys doing?
We're doing well here. Just still dealing with the cold snap. It might be plus 35 for you, Devin, but it's negative 35 for us. It is pretty chilly here in Fort McMurray, but no, we're managing, and like Ryan said, it's New Year's Eve tonight, so we're gonna shoot a good podcast here and have it ready for you sometime this weekend.
How were you guys all? Well, before you get going, where you all got kids? Any really good gifts that the kids were smitten over? Good holiday, I assume.
The kids had a great holiday. They got my daughter got her Apple Pen that she's been begging for to go with her iPad, and my son got a little drone that he's massively obsessed with. So no, they had a good Christmas. And then my little one, she'd rather just play with the boxes instead of the toys. So she's at that age now where, yeah, so we got her a bunch of toys and stuff, and Santa found them and they were good. So no, they had a great Christmas and still enjoying the holidays before we all go back to work after New Year's.
Yay. I've had 2 weeks off and it's been marvelous. I've had a wonderful holiday. I've been off for 2 weeks. The kids have been with their mom this Christmas, so I've been kind of flying low. But, we did our own Christmas thing when they came back here at the end of it all. And one gift that my daughter loved, my kids are both young, so the gifts are still cheap, but she got these bracelet things called sticky rolls, and it got these stickers you can roll off the bracelets. She's over the friggin' moon about it. Like, it's the best thing that was ever made in the entire world. She loves
My
it.
daughter got one of
She even
those
gave me
as
one to
well.
put on the phone. Well, throw it right on the back of the phone.
Uh-huh. I do
Check
want to
it.
mention one thing. You shaved.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I cleaned it right up. Got a
Holy.
haircut, got shaved, got everything. Yeah.
Yeah,
I got
he's got New Year's Eve date.
Not New Year's Eve, but in a couple of days on Saturday, I got a karaoke party with a bunch of with a good crowd. So it's gonna be an absolute blast. I can't wait for that.
What are you singing?
Oh, Bubby, I'll have some fucking videos for you. Don't you worry.
We'll post them on the socials.
Oh, I will for sure. Yeah. One of my absolute favorite New Year's I ever had. Me and Devin will know this. We were living in Spruce Park at the time. And one thing Mom and Dad used to always do is they'd order Chinese food for New Year's Eve. They wouldn't go out or nothing. Most years we wouldn't go out. We'd stay home a lot of the time. But one of my favorite ones is we were in Mom and Dad's bedroom watching the Three Stooges on my grandfather's old TV. Like, if you can picture one of those old ass TVs with the dial knobs on it and shit. And they had a Three Stooges marathon on from like 8 o'clock at night till probably 5 o'clock in the morning. And that's all we did that whole New Year's. It was one of my favorite New Year's I've ever had. It was hilarious. Yeah. But anyways, back to the hockey world, boys. Some big fucking news came out today. Team Canada announced all their roster positions. Some snubs that I'm kind of concerned about. I thought Connor Bedard was going to be on there. I thought he was a shoo-in to get on that team.
He's having a great season, but I mean, I am surprised to see him not there, but at the same time, they have better centermen that are there.
They're so deep at center, they don't need to run with big name guys. They can fill it out with role guys, and that's why Bedard got snubbed. But I'm rattled about it. But
I think Bedard, I don't know, because he can also play the wing, right? So I don't know. It's
I'd
tough.
prefer Bedard on the wing.
I was surprised to see him not there. I think it might have to do with a bit of his injury, but we'll see how it goes. I am excited to see Celebrini there. I mean, man, 19 years old, getting picked for Team Canada, the youngest player to ever do so in Team Canada Olympic history. So I mean, it's good. He'll learn a lot from the guys that are there. It'll be interesting to see now with the teams, with Team Canada announced, where everyone fits in, where their lines are.
Yeah, and I'm curious as well. What do you think, Dev?
Yeah, I mean, I love Suzuki. We all took him over Matthews, so we knew he was good. And then, but Bedard is an interesting one. I agree. He's not good for center, but because he's so lethal, I thought as a reserve and pop him in on the wing, I would have had him too. Shifley's a tough one because Winnipeg's crap, but I don't know. He's a big body. He's consistent. I really would have liked to see him there, but again, you've got that depth. You knew there's always going to be talent that's going to be left off. So it's really hard to fault who they ended up taking over him, but I had him on mine. Yes.
But
like
you
you
look at the
said,
center
it's-
depth. The center depth is so deep that even Sam Bennett didn't make the team.
I'm not upset about Sam Bennett not being there.
I mean, when we got our asses ragdolled by the U.S.,
Well, that's where Tom Wilson
I-
steps in.
yeah, Tom Wilson's not going to fight JT Miller, Kachuk, and Kachuk brothers all at the same time.
I'd say that's not terrible odds.
I mean, he might,
I think he could. Yeah.
he could. But no, I am very happy to see Tom Wilson make Team Canada.
Yeah, and Bedard snub, that hurts a bit. I was really hoping to see that guy play in Team Canada. Yeah.
I mean,
And-
I'm okay with Hags. Hags is a big body, he's a role player. Sorelli, nah, that he has no fit. When you have guys that you could have put in the Sorelli role, there's no way that if John Cooper wasn't the coach, Sorelli wouldn't be on that team.
And that's all it comes down to. He's comfortable with them. He can rely on them in his world, so he knows going into that sense when he needs a play made that he's comfortable with the guy. They're used to each other's motions. They know, it's just a guy he can trust in a role moment.
That's
And-
fair,
and-
but I think that's a failure by Team Canada. There's
It is.
enough hockey minds behind that organization. It should be more than just Cooper weighing in. It can't be just his boys. And the fact that outweighed everything and he's got the final say. Yeah, he's a legendary coach. Give him that. But I think that's a failure on Team Canada to put Tampa Bay Lightning players who John Cooper can rely on. There's so much talent. We got to go better than that.
I'd love to be a fly on the wall in one of those rooms when they're picking those teams, just to hear the arguments and stuff that these guys have to get on with each other. And just to hear the process. You'd hear the raw side of the business side of it, right? And there'd be a lot of
Yeah.
good feelings in that.
No, it's one of those documentaries like they did on Landeskog about how they selected the teams, right? Like that was a big hit. So go ahead though.
I kind of lost my train of thought there for a second. We can edit all this out though. Either way, it doesn't matter. But
I think you were agreeing with me.
is that what it was? Shit. Maybe that's why I had to take a second to feel that one out. No, I agree with you. I think that is an oversight by Team Canada. As much as it is what it is. We get those guys on the team. Again, I'd like to be a fly on that wall to hear how that conversation went down and who had the final say and how much pushback was given to those players, or if it was maybe there was compromises made up front on further up positions that gave him the opportunity to pick the role players. Who knows? I'd love to sit through it and understand these picking processes, because from my point of view, there's a lot of players, not a lot of players, but there's a couple names there that, especially Bedard, Shifley's another one, but I would take Suzuki over Shifley. But, big time on Bedard and why he was snubbed. I'd love to hear that conversation.
Yeah, the goalies too. Yeah, because they snubbed both Avalanche goalies. And, fair enough, they're a tandem. But I mean, you got the winningest team in the NHL, and they've turned it around since they brought in both those goalies. So how do you say no? Honestly, like we've been playing Wedgwood more than we've been playing Blackwood. And I don't know, maybe that's why he's been a career backup and Cooper didn't feel comfortable with that. But you got to look at results and who's been doing it. Thompson is in because he's been one of the best goalies in the past 2 years. But who else is outplaying those two Avalanche goalies? I don't know, and I'd love to hear that background. But yeah, no, it's just a couple questionable decisions there that I hope doesn't bite us in the ass. That's really my concern. I hope it works out, and I hope Cooper gets the final say, and he goes, "I trusted my boys, and we did it." But I am wary that that could end up biting us in the ass, and I think Canada deserves better than just Cooper taking his guys.
No, I agree, and I feel like the Wedgwood Blackwood tandem with Thompson would have been the best solution for Team Canada's goalie situation. I was also counting the forwards, and out of the 14 forwards, 8 of them are centermen, straight centers. So it's going to be interesting to find out who they put where. But like I said, like I know McDavid can play on the wing because he does it with Draisaitl. But no, it's going to be interesting, and like I said, a few snubs on the defense as well. I know you picked Drew Doughty just because of Drew Doughty's the guy
Namesake.
for namesake, but I don't feel like he's where we need to be for Team Canada on the defense.
I fully agree. And even an interview he had before the team was picked, he was saying like, no, I'll be shocked if I'm not on Team Canada. I feel like I'm already there. Right. And I get you. You were there when you've been there for a minute. You've been around the golden goal, all that stuff, but you're not playing like Sidney Crosby is still playing,
No,
which, you know what I mean? Like Crosby deserves to be there head over heels. He's the captain. He's the guy. He's going to do some shit. Drew Doughty is not playing at that same level as he was 5, 6, 7 years ago, even 3 years ago.
and I'm not saying that's just to be biased, but even the way Bouchard's been playing lately, for him to not to be there, because from what I heard, it was between him and Scheifs was between the eighth D man role, and the fact that Scheifs is not there as well. I mean, it's crazy to me. But like you were saying, he's not playing how Crosby plays. Even if Crosby retires before the next Olympics, Team Canada's still going to call him to see if he wants to play.
You're not wrong. I will say this though, on the note of who's snubbed and who's not, you can't pick all superstars to go on Team
No,
Canada.
you can't.
Right? You can't put an all-star team out and expect to compete against a well-rounded team. Look at fantasy hockey. You can score all the goals in the world. If you don't have a goalie, if you don't have blocks, if you don't have hits, you're not going to win in the categories stuff. In a points league, maybe, yeah, you'll dominate, sure. But there's a hell of a lot more that goes into a hockey game than just, as you guys know, than just scoring goals. Yes, you have to score more goals than the other team to win the game, but there's a whole lot of other process that has to happen to get to that point. And these are the guys that these coaches and Team Canada, whoever, feel that they can fill the roles. And some of them are because they're biased from Tampa Bay Lightning. Some are on a namesake, whatever. But this is the team they figure, without taking in an entirety of all-stars, that they can put out there. So I hope Drew Doughty fills a role great. I hope Cirelli fills a role great. And I hope Hagel fills a role great. All the guys were questioning. But at the end of the day, they got to win. That's all it comes down to. If they win, we'll look like idiots for questioning it. If they lose, we can come back to it.
I think that's very well said. And all I want to chime in on is just, I'm very glad they didn't take Bouchard.
I am too. Could you imagine overtime fucking gold medal game and he whiffs it up the fucking middle for, oh man,
On a side note from that, where do you think Celebrini fits in the lineup?
he has to be on the wing.
Oh, second, third.
All right, Billard's back. Carry on, Mr. Billard.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. What I was saying was, yeah, I think Celebrini is going to get a chance to play with a guy like Connor McDavid, someone who plays a similar game to him, pretty flashy, pretty good with the puck. They'll get some opportunities, even if it's just on the power play. But I think he's going to get his opportunities to shine at the Olympics for sure.
I mean, a Celebrini, Marner, McDavid line doesn't sound too bad. Just saying.
That's a gold. That's a golden gold line right there. Can you
Fuck
imagine?
Marner, but
19 years old, Celebrini scores a gold medal winning game.
yeah, it'd be pretty wild. Pretty wild. Well, they're obviously grooming him to be the next guy, right? So it wouldn't be a
I
bad thing.
seen a stat earlier, which was his pace for the Hearth, and it was his point total, and then right below it was Will Smith. It's like a 30-point gap. Like the amount of weight that kid is pulling for San Jose right now, his back must be shot. He is doing phenomenal. So well deserved. I was so happy to see it, and I agree with you, man. If he can pull off, like if he's one of the heroes, I can't wait for it. I'm very excited. There are, it's easy to be critical, so I'm also very excited as well. There's some critical storylines, but there's also a lot like that with Celebrini, and I can't wait to see that kid thrive.
Now, it's in saying that Smith's been out for the past, 7 games. So he's missed a couple, his point, but you are right. He is carrying the team, but Will Smith as a young fella as well, being that number 2 guy, they're doing quite some cool stuff for sure.
San Jose's in a very good shape for the future.
I agree. They're going to be the team. That little California cakewalk is coming to an end. I can tell you that.
Speaking of San Jose, what about that mock trade that was going around today with Auston Matthews to San Jose? Did anyone
I
see
seen
that
that
one? Matthews to San
I did
Jose for
for-
Michael Misa and some assets.
Yeah. I think you can get more for him than that.
Right now, maybe
I
not.
don't know, man. I
Not the way
think
he's playing right now. No fucking guy.
it's one of those you keep riding the stock, and it's just you think it's going to level out, and it just don't level out. And I think that's what you're looking at with Auston Matthews, a crater.
Yeah. I don't even know where to start with him, man. I don't even know where to
Let
start.
us know.
They have to go on
Speak your mind.
They have to go on a massive heater to even make the playoffs at this
They're
point.
done.
I think it was like they have to go.
They're done. They're like unless they turn it around in the next 10 games and win every single one of them, go on a rip like Buffalo is doing right now, they're fucking done. They might as well throw in the towel. But they traded away their first round draft pick too, didn't they? Like
For
they don't
Brandon
have a
Carlo. For Brandon Carlo. It's top 5 protected, so if they can still get their draft pick, but with Toronto's luck, they'll fucking be drafting 5th or 6th or 7th and lose their fucking first round draft pick, and then they get nothing for it, which they always do.
Just help the Bruins. That'll be good for the rivalry. They love helping the Bruins.
Like I said they fuck the Bruins. God damn it. And the worst part about the Bruins, I've been starting to like Brad Marchand ever since the Four Nations. Like all the hate that he's gotten from me over the years, I'm starting to really like Brad Marchand a lot.
He's not a Bruin anymore.
And no, I know, but even he was a Bruin for a long time. He's caused me a lot of heartache in Aprils and with the
he
Panthers
still
as
caused you a
well.
lot of heartache when he played for Florida.
Yeah, right.
I'm starting to like Brad Marchand.
That breakaway goal. I remember that breakaway goal.
It was brutal.
I mean, it's what I said earlier. The Tom Wilsons and the Brad Marchands. Every coach and every player in the league wants one of them on their team.
Agreed. Because who the fuck wants Auston Matthews right now?
Toronto doesn't.
No, man.
I don't think he wants Toronto either.
I know it's
I think that's the problem.
It's bad. And like I said, every episode, man, where the fuck is he? Where are you?
Not only
he just
him.
got injured again. He got another lower body injury right now. And, another mystery injury, as Zach says. He got a fucking lower body injury, upper body injury, a spirit injury. Like, what the fuck is going on with the guy? Nobody fucking knows.
What about Willie Stahl?
And it's been, Willie's been playing okay, but he's injured as well.
Where's his head at?
It was
his post game there the other night when they had that tough loss, and he just put it out plain as day. We're not. This is the worst I've ever felt in my career. Like he sounded like a fella who was defeated not even halfway through the season, and he's done.
Yeah, and look at Auston Matthews on that OT goal against Detroit the other night. He looked like a fucking baby deer flopping around on the ice. Like,
Well, look at last night. Yeah, last night, all the boys out, and Joe
And they won
Wall stole
4-0.
the show.
Yeah.
4-0 shutout. Yeah.
Mhm.
So right now, it's almost like they're better off without him. So fuck it. I like it. Ship them to San Jose. Done.
It was 42. I think it was like $42.5 million sitting on injured reserve last night for Toronto.
ridiculous. And we're paying, the Leafs are paying him elite of elite money, the face of the franchise money, not pretty good when healthy money, not he's drawing defenders money. We're paying 69 goal, take over the game, break the curse money. That's what we're paying Auston Matthews, and he's not that fucking guy right now.
And he's on pace for 58 fucking points this year. At what? What's his salary this year? 13 and a half?
14 and a half.
$14.5 million to put up 58 goddamn points.
Like you said,
face of the franchise money to look like a baby deer flopping on the ice last night. It's ridiculous. And we lost Marner. Sure, that hurts. Like, is he hurting inside? Does he miss his buddy? Because Matthew Knies has jumped in, and you guys argued with me another episode. Matthew Knies has jumped in unbelievably well and is playing phenomenal hockey. He doesn't look out of step at all, and he's on the line with Matthews. Like, he's pumping the puck out. He's getting the assists. He's getting the points. He's scoring goals. He's making plays, and Auston Matthews is flopping on the ice like a baby fucking deer. There's nothing in the eyes, man. Like McDavid loses wingers. He loses players. The Oilers look like shit, but McDavid still got the fire. He's ready to rock, and now they're fucking rolling again. Look at him. McKinnon fucking sneezes, and he scores a coast-to-coast fucking goal. Right? Where the fuck is Auston Matthews?
You make a great point, and I look at it even better at Leon. Look at the wingers that Leon's had over the past, I don't know, like 3-4 years. It doesn't matter who you give him. He's a big body, and he's dominant. He can sauce it. He can shoot, and he's a game breaker. Doesn't matter who you put with him, he will make him better. Crosby made Chris Kunitz a fucking Olympian.
Exactly.
Game breaker. Matthew, you got to have someone with them. And yeah, it's disappointing. For the money he's making, for the potential that kid had. Go back to that kid who scored 4 goals in his first game. Like, where's that guy?
Agreed.
That's what we're looking for. And I don't know what happened to him, but it's like his heart's out of it. And
that's what I'm curious about. That's what I'm curious about. You're like, what's going on? Are you heartbroken? Did a girl break your heart? Did a guy break your heart? Like, it's 2025, dude. Like, we don't care. We don't care what you do on the outside. We just want you to put the fucking puck in the net. You can wear a cape. You can wear pink fucking slippers to the rink every fucking day. I don't care. Put the puck in the net. That's all we want from you.
I actually seen something on that where they were talking about, how, McDavid and Leon dress, or how Crosby dresses coming to the arena. And then you get Matthews and Willie dressing like they're playing Dress to Impress, like my daughter does. And I mean, maybe it is. Maybe they don't care. Maybe they're done with it. They want to be moved on to different things. And I don't know, but it's hard to believe that, like you say, like Crosby made Kunitz a fucking Olympian. Matthews doesn't have that ability in him to make anyone a better player right now.
As of what he's showing us right now, and I'm going to go back to last season too. It's been there for a minute. Like, we haven't seen with the 4-goal guy on his first night in a minute, Mr. 69 fucking goals. We haven't seen it in a minute. And did he peak early? And this is what we get. I don't know what's going on with him. No idea. And I'm frustrated.
The tag on to your take there sounds like he's a little bit butthurt. No hate. But
we've all seen the purses. We've all witnessed the guy with the fashion world. I mean, it's a possibility. And again, nobody cares. Just put the fucking puck in the net. That's all anyone's asking of you. I'd actually, I'll go on a limb. If the first gay player in the NHL came out as Auston Matthews, all the fucking power to him, man. I'd be stoked for him. Like, good for you, dude.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
If it's going to cause you to put the puck in the net, that's all I care about.
And the NHL's been struggling for years with ratings. If something like that did happen, that would be so good for the NHL. The NHL's taken a lot of heat the past couple of weeks now with all the debate over the heated rivalry series, and I haven't sat down and watched it yet. My wife has been at me to watch it, but it's taken over the world now, or at least North America, and that would just add to the lore of it all if they could get a superstar like Auston Matthews. Not saying he is or he isn't, but
here we are speculating on Auston Matthews.
Just for the sake of the league, just to save the NHL.
If you can't save the Leafs, at least save the league.
That's right. Nobody can save the Leafs at this point, man. I don't even. Oh my. Anyways, that's my rant on the Leafs and Auston Matthews. They won 4-0 last night without the two big boys there. Yeehaw. Let's see how it goes forward, but it's not looking great in Leafland. In other news, Montreal had a big comeback win last night. I watched that game. That was a great game, actually. Fucked me over in fantasy because I picked up the goalie from Florida to get the W over Devin, who I'm going to touch on, who's fucked me on goalies. Him and Jordan have fucked me on goalies all year in fantasy this year. But anyways,
I think
Montreal
you
with
would
a big
have fucked
comeback win
yourself,
last
actually.
I was gonna say you fucked your
That's
first.
fair.
You fucked
That's
yourself on the first one.
That's fair. I fucked myself on both, and it was all because of the first one. So I take full responsibility. I'm just trying to pass the buck some way I can. But yeah, the boys took full advantage of my tomfoolery.
It happens,
sure.
man.
Well,
Yeah.
add insult to injury. We did a whole plus minus on whether Kochetkov and Bussy and everything. And I think consensus was we were going to do a tandem of some sort, whether it's Bussy or Kochetkov, and now he's out for the year. And
Yeah,
sure
done.
enough, Freddie goes in, got lit up by Pittsburgh, like
Five,
bottom of the
five
league.
to one,
Yeah.
5-2, wasn't it? That was brutal.
I don't know what it finished, but it was 5-1 after the second. I was like, oh man, I feel for Ryan. Not this week, but in general.
Next week you'll feel that.
Yeah.
But yeah, circling back to the Habs. Habs with a big comeback win last night. Billard, why don't you get into the Habs for us?
Yeah, the Habs beauty. The Habs. They think they're top 3 now in third period comeback wins. So I think that's their 6th third period comeback. Big overtime win. Nick Suzuki, last night's game might have got him his spot on the Olympic roster. 2 big goals, including the game winner in overtime. But the biggest story for me was Montembeault coming back from a little conditioning stint in Laval. His first game, I watched, he had 1 goal there that probably the second goal, he probably should have had it. But he made, 28 saves, played really well, seemed to have his confidence in the net. So I love that they pulled off a big comeback win for him. You see at the end of the game, they're all pretty excited for him. Big rounds of hugs, and they care about each other, and they want him to succeed. So, if he can keep it going, man, the Habs are looking good. They got Caulfield there. He's on fire, another goal and assist, and Lane Hudson, another multi-point game, 2 assists, leads all NHL defensemen in assists right now. One ahead of Cale Makar. So yeah, he's on fire. The Habs are on fire, and not to mention they just have Florida's number, man. 6 straight wins against the Panthers. So yeah, go Habs, go! They're ended the new year off strong, so we're poised for playoffs.
And everyone shitted on me for taking Hudson in like the first 5 rounds of our Champs League.
Man, he's a beauty. My whole Fight for Fighting personality is based around Lane Hudson. I took him really early last year and got a lot of shit. And man,
Speaking of life,
he's a stud.
Life in the fast lane is actually currently taking down the oldest Pittman.
Life in the fast lane is making a surge for the playoffs.
Fucking are they ever? Holy!
And Paul is fighting to take my center talent, and I'm not giving it to him. He can keep Quinn Hughes.
He's after Nico.
He wants Nico. He wants Suzuki. He wants Marchi. He can keep Quinn Hughes and Adam Fantilli.
Is that what he offered you too?
Yeah, he offered me Fantilli, Hughes, and there was one more decent piece there for March. It started as Marchi and Heischer. Before I had a chance to respond, he canceled it and sent it as Marchi and Suzuki. And neither I probably would work with. And I went to go after a few of his picks, and he don't have any. So
he has no picks, and that's the thing. He offered me Hughes and Fantilli for JT Miller.
So, you know.
And I mean, I gave up McKinnon for JT Miller. So you better be coming at me with a lot more than.
He just sent me a new one
that.
Actually since we've been on the show. Oh. I got Stone, Hughes, and Rust for Heischer and Marchand. So I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna leave that there. And if he's gonna listen in to this show, he'll hear that he can go fuck
Rejected.
himself.
Yeah, keep that here for Paul Cuff. He was asking about that. So yeah, 30 Paul Cuff. Come check it out. We're talking shit.
We'll have
Best
you on the next
fantasy
one.
league in the world, by the way, motherfucker.
run by the best commissioners.
That's right.
He's been fiending for a trade too. He's been all over Billard, and oh my God, he won't even throw in a free haircut for God's sake. So tell him to get his shit together.
If I
Free
did do a
haircuts
trade
for
with him, I'd
trades.
just veto my own trade just to piss him off.
Oh man. And the fact that they fucking made the exact same trade and it still went, oh god damn it. And then I go back to Mark when Devin said, just reach back out to Mark and see if he'll do it. Mark's like, no, I think I'm gonna keep Larkin for now. Fuck you. Like, you accepted it the first time.
I may have had something to do with that. Just going to throw that out there. I didn't veto it, but I may have gotten his ear afterwards and gave him some advice. So sorry about that.
Okay. Well, this is a bullshit league.
No, well, basically, I just told him, I was like, you sold all your draft picks for players, and now you're backtracking and trying to get draft picks again. And I'm like, you got to kind of commit to the W, because you're not going to get the same value for the players that you traded away or the picks that you traded away in the first place. So he's kind of, I just want him to kind of focus on winning, because he set himself up for, he's going to fuck himself if he goes back, trades all his players for draft
Yeah,
picks.
well, he already
Well, I was hoping-
he dropped his standings a lot now over the past couple of weeks too, so he might be panicking a little bit there.
Yeah,
I was hoping I was able to pull another Nylander trade off him like I did last year at the beginning of the year.
I spanked him last week and took his spot. Now I'm sitting in the playoffs and he's not.
And I honestly think Jordan's actually trying to win this year. He's using all of his ads and goalies and stuff.
Jordan tries to win every year. He's not very good at fantasy.
And I give the guy credit though, and that's what I love about this league is, like myself included, when you're losing, you still play. When you're folding, you're still playing. You're still adding your players. You're still putting in the effort, and it makes such a difference to the league. The guys who look at the guys we had last year in the 2 last places, they never even looked at the fucking thing for the last 3 months of the goddamn league. And this year, I guarantee you, everyone's going to be, and they are. Like 95% of the time, every line is set. The league is great. Couple of whiffs here and there, but not so bad.
Yeah. You took the words out of my mouth. Like the fact that Jordan's in the basement, but still every day I'm looking, he's picking up a guy. He's still playing. And so kudos
100%.
to him. Kudos to the league we got going on. We got a good thing going. And I also like, I'm glad we amended it early on where we rewarded the 9th place over 12th. So it makes it more competitive. I want that where it's better odds for you just miss, but you don't want everyone just tanking and going, I'm going for 12th. I'm automatically getting first overall. So all that said, I think that just reiterates the setup we have. It keeps it competitive. We got a good group of guys who are all committed. And yeah, we got a good product going.
Yeah, I mean, it makes a world of difference. Like, you look at my team, 4 weeks ago? I think I wasn't even in a playoff spot.
Yeah, you were getting shit on left, right, and
I was
center.
getting shit on left, right, and center. And now here I am just soaring the rankings from, I think, 9th or 10th all the way to 3rd. And if I put the beating on Jordan, I should be able to hopefully move close into 2nd. But Mac and is it Trevor? I think it's Jack and Trevor up there, isn't it? In the 2nd and 1st.
Yeah.
While we're
Trevor. I was going to say Trevor got a wagon of a team. I gave him a run last week, and he got the shutout with the Avalanche goalies to get me by 1, which is tough. But one thing that's been really enjoyable for me, you've made some great moves, and obviously you've recovered, Zach. But when you're preaching in the chat about a centerman, and Sam Bennett is tearing it up for me.
Oh, fuck off.
Does that make me feel good? He hits every category you need right now, and he's just popping off. He might be one of my keepers.
And I dropped him, and like I think I drafted him late in like one of my later picks because I was done in like the 5th or 6th round. So it was kind of a bit of a reach, and like I gave him. I needed impact. I needed something to happen now, and when I was needing that, he wasn't fulfilling it. And then I went and picked him up in one of my other head-to-head leagues, and now I'm dropping, guys like Horvat and stuff like that just to keep him over. And that's probably that in trading. I shouldn't say trading Mac because trading McKinnon has helped me. I mean, Miller being out, Kempe hasn't done a whole lot, but they're pushing me through. But dropping Bennett was probably one of my least memorable moments as a GM in our fantasy league.
And another one now, granted for you, I think it was the right move, but you dropped Landeskog. He got picked up
Yes.
on waiver. I can't remember who got him, but someone else picked him up and then dropped him. And then I grabbed him. And he's now found his game. And I wanted to bring him up just for one, like he's now getting face-offs. He gets me hits. He gets me blocks. I don't really need the offense, but he's chipping in there too, where he's on the out top line. I just want to shout him out of, like, we mentioned him, I think, one of the early episodes on his comeback. But God, it's good to see. He's done so much for that Avalanche, but just stand alone, that recovery road he had, to see him starting to find his game, I couldn't be happier for a guy.
Yeah, no, and last night, or not last night, 2 nights ago, 2 games ago, he pulled off 11 face-off wins. Right? So it's those players where, you guys get like Jack Hughes, who hasn't taken a face-off since coming back, but can only be set as a centerman. And then you get guys like Landeskog, who's pointed as a left wing in our league and pulls up 11 face-offs.
And speaking of recovery, another guy I want to mention too is Jonathan Taves. Winnipeg Jets came back fit like a glove, man. He's getting a whole shit ton of face-off wins for him. He's chipping in on points. He doesn't look like he's missed a beat, to be honest with you.
I could be off on the timeline here, but if I'm not mistaken, it's either tonight or tomorrow.
Tonight.
Tonight, so it's Detroit and Winnipeg. So it's going to be Kane and Taves facing off for the first time ever. That's a cool story.
Interesting.
Sick. Yeah, that
I'm gonna
is.
tune in for
Yeah.
that one.
Games at 4:30 Alberta time, so
Nice.
8 o'clock your time there,
Cool.
Billard.
I'm gonna watch that one. That's cool.
Right when fireworks are going off out in the neighborhood, I'd say for me.
Yeah. Yeah. That's actually really cool. I'm gonna watch that game.
Speaking of, players and these guys overcoming their odds, the fucking wagon that the Buffalo Sabres are on right now
The Buffalo fucking Sabres. baby.
holy like it is. Like if you'd asked me at the beginning of the season if it would be good time to be a Buffalo Sabres fan, I would have told you you're fucking crazy.
Crazy how far
But
your
as
GM just changes everything. Like a man who doesn't step foot on the
just
ice,
like that.
doesn't put a puck in the net, you get rid of him, and 9 straight, and like impressive wins.
As they
too.
say in the plumbing world, as they say, shit rolls downhill, baby.
And that's the thing, and
it's a trickle down effect.
Like my buddy used to tell
I
me,
think
shit rolls downhill and don't bite your fingernails.
The last corner of the sandwich, never eat it.
But like I forget who said, I don't know if it might have been Keith Yandel on the Spit and Chicklets there, but he said it was maybe like he came in, the new GM came in and fucking told everyone, you know what, none of your jobs are safe. You want to be here next year, you're gonna play to be here. If you don't play to be here, I don't give a shit who your name is, you're at the door. I'll find a way to get rid of you. And I mean, Alex Lyon, he was on my thing today to talk about. Out of those 9 games, I think he's won 8 of them.
Yeah, he's played the majority. Yep.
And I mean, now he's deemed day-to-day, which is a blow. Hopefully he'll be able to play tonight. They haven't ruled him out for tonight's game, but it's just, man.
UPL is a solid goalie, though.
He's been playing
touted
well.
as
He's been
to
playing
be
really well.
amazing
He's been
goalie,
playing
yeah.
really well.
So,
And and his stock, like he was a big target for, I mean, any team that needed a goalie, he was a big target for. And I mean, right now his stock is just rising through the roof when it comes to
like
trade.
crazy.
We're probably not going to get to it, but I got his name wrote down on my list here for make the Olympics. I think that he got a good shot at it, especially if they're looking at his body of work over the past month or so. His past 2 weeks, he's been on fire, and I've been tuning into a couple Buffalo games.
For Team US?
Who UPL?
No, Lion.
No, I'm talking about UPL. Sorry.
Oh,
okay.
I was gonna say you're taking Lion over Ottinger, Hellebuck, and fucking Swayman. Holy,
No, I'm looking.
that's a hot take.
I'm looking at UPL here. Posting, he's after posting a couple high save percentage games now, or the past couple of games that he's got started, and he's a big presence in the net too. I think that, like I said, we said it all the time, goaltenders are a finicky bunch, and you got to ride the hot hand while they're hot. So I think if he can keep it up now over the next couple of over the next couple of weeks. I'm not sure when Finland's team is going to be announced, but I think he got a solid shot at being there.
I have
Team Canada the
UPL.
only one that's been announced.
Team Canada's the
fully?
only one that's been announced.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is,
I had UPL backing Saros and Team Finland.
Yeah, me as well.
Yeah, he's
Because I mean, Saros is, despite the play of Nashville, Saros is your
solely.
No, Saros is your starter for Team Finland because I mean you only have UPL and Lehkonen, and I don't think neither one of them are where they need to be the starter. So it's going to be Saros' job to lose. But I fully anticipate UPL being the backup for Team Finland.
I don't know his name. As you can tell, I'm a bit out of my normal element and I don't have a lot of my notes, but it's that guy who's been going around with the World Juniors with amazing setup. Their goalie, he was my dark horse to come in third. And their scouting report on him is he's a younger version of Saros. So I think if you're going to groom the future, you got Saros in number one. You bring the kid in to learn from that dynamic. I think it's a great setup. So interesting to see who falls out of those four for me. If he has a good World Juniors, you never know. But
that was the guy with the nice pads.
Yeah, the Northern Light pads.
Right, I seen it. Those were sick. Those are sick. I'll bring that up here in a second, but yeah, that was sick.
But you had a World Juniors.
But yeah, no, Buffalo is on a. I'd love to see them make the playoffs.
I would too. It's been a minute for Buffalo.
So would you like to see Buffalo make the playoffs if that means Toronto not making the playoffs, Ron?
If Toronto can finish in the top 5 with that protected pick going their way, then I'm all for it.
Yeah, you're tanking for McKenna, are you?
100%.
Oh fuck! Take BJ's line, Jesus Christ!
What else do we got going for us though? Unless we literally turn it around in the next 10 games.
You guys did that 10 years ago.
Going.
You guys did the tank game 10 years ago.
And look what we got out of it. We're bitching about him now.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, fair enough. I mean, Montreal has the overall pick, so I mean, and he hasn't panned out either. So
who are you talking about?
Maybe Laine.
But yeah, Laine. I thought you were talking about Slav for a minute.
No, Laine was the second overall pick in that draft against Matthews.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Look at those two guys.
I thought you were
both of them had hell of a start of their careers.
Fuck yeah. But I'm not throwing Matthews in the garbage just yet. I'm bitching about him, but he there's a lot there, but Laine, I don't know why that conversation was even had.
The thing is, Laine actually has a real injury. Let's not forget that.
He actually had surgery.
Yeah.
And they said what his injury was.
Yeah.
He'd be on Team Finland if he was healthy. He'd be there.
Yeah, actually, I just seen William Karlsson won't be able to make Team Sweden this year due to his injury. So that's actually he's a depth centerman. So that's going to be a big blow to Sweden.
Yeah, he's a great guy to have in your third, fourth line. Yeah, and versatile too. You can throw him on the wing, up the middle, penalty kill, quick guy. Won a cup before. Yeah, it's a big hit for them for sure.
I mean, Sweden has a rock star team to begin with, just like U.S. and Canada. But I mean, it's crazy that he won't be there. And then also Barkov skating and practices. I don't know if it was. I don't know if it's, the Olympics coming around the corner and he wants to do his damnedest to be there, or if he wants to come in and take Florida to the finals again. But I mean, coming back from an injury that he had, it's the fact that he's on skates and skating in practice to me is remarkable for one.
Me, Mona Ovi last year.
I got it.
What?
Yeah, I've got an inside scoop on Barkov. I think he wants more than anything to come back so I can win our fantasy league.
Yeah.
Oh, Christ.
Yeah, Devin's pulling the strings. That's what it needs to happen.
Devin was the surgeon in there. He made sure he put all the right pins in the right places.
Yeah, he oversaw it.
But yeah, no. So yeah, no. I would love to see Barkov go. He deserves to be there for Team Finland. He's their rock star. He's their captain. I mean, Jesus, if he's not there, it'll be a big blow to them for sure.
Is there any word on his timeline yet? I was looking a couple weeks
His
ago. There was no
timeline was 8 to
updates.
7 months. Like, it was
Yeah.
expected he would be gone the entire season, but also no one expected him to be in skates on practice already.
Yeah, I think
So,
initially they were
mean,
saying end of March, hoping that he'd be like fit for playoffs kind of deal, but
yeah,
he,
but I mean, depending on your rehab and your mentality on wanting to be somewhere and make it work, I mean, there's no one more resilient than hockey players. So, I mean, they make it, unless your name's Auston Matthews.
and then
But
those hockey players, those those Russian hybrid in taking
Jesus,
Russian gas. Like I said, this it reminds me of Ovi last year, snapped his leg off, and like 6 weeks later he's
Right.
back on the
Yeah.
ice. So
scores, breaks the record.
Barkov plays hockey with Team Finland, but he's a Russian as well. So who knows? Maybe there's something to be said for that.
Fair. I wouldn't be
Something-
shocked if he was back. I'll
something
say
in the
that
water.
for the Olympics. Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of Team Canada and stuff, Billard, World Juniors. You seem to be the one watching the most of it.
Boy, I admittedly, I'm here on the far east coast. It's been coming on late. I'm trying to watch it, but life has been getting in the way, man. When the puck don't drop till after 10 p.m. and you got to work in the morning, it's been tough. But yeah, I've
The
been
joys of Alberta.
yeah, I've been tuning in. It's been good. I don't think we'll see tonight now, and they face off against Finland. Winner takes the bye, so it's a big game. But Canada, they've looked good. I don't think it's the best team that Team Canada's ever iced. They've looked pretty shaky on defense as well. But I don't know, that second line has really been impressing me with Michael Hage in center in between McKenna and Brady Martin. The boys are tearing it up. McKenna, yes, 7 points in 3 games. Hage and Martin, I think, has 6 points. And
McKinnon's leading the juniors right now. in
yeah,
points.
and he seems like I don't know, I've been watching him. He seems so nonchalant about the way he plays the game. It's been good, but yeah, seems like they're only really getting anything out of that line, so it's going to be tough now as they move through the preliminary round to see what happens. But it's been fun to watch.
It's funny you mentioned the second line and McKenna and Hage and them. Hage doesn't get nearly enough credit for the player that he is.
He'll be a
'Cause
Hab next year.
He was. I wouldn't doubt it.
Back to back to back callers. You
Where's
watch
he
it. You heard it
projected
here.
to? Where's he projected to go in the draft?
Michael Hage is drafted by Montreal. He's
Oh,
already
okay.
drafted,
Sorry.
yeah.
Sorry.
yeah, but
Gotcha.
And Demidov might be leading the rookies in points, but he ain't winning the Calder. He ain't getting the votes over Scheif.
I don't know,
Oh,
man.
Schaefer's
Demidov has been really coming into his stride, making that trade, that Prochek trade look pretty good for me now. He's what's he on a 5-game heater now? You don't do any peripherals, but he's getting points for me. I wouldn't go that far, and I'm loving having Trocheck, but I will give you that nod. I've been paying attention to Demidov, and he's picked it up. And as the Habs kind of find their groove, as we said before, right? They're finding their goaltending. They got Phil Deneau to round out defensively. I don't see the Habs not making the playoffs, and I only see Demidov's game adapting to the North American style better. I don't discount it. I think obviously Schaefer had the early lead, but I'm not counting him out yet. I would probably put a few bucks on it. I think he could take it if he has a good strong finish. He's looked real good of late. He's learned how to shoot the puck too, and he's shaking off that KHL rust, I'll call it. Like, he got all the skill in the world, but
Yeah,
translating to the NHL game's been different for him. But I think he's getting a lot of looks. He's starting to carry the puck a bit on the power play. I think when you see just his vision on the ice out there, he does it like some of the greats that we've seen come before him. Some of the great puck moving, play making forwards. So if everything pans out, I think they got a great fella, and I got a top line guy for my roster for years to come, and a pick to boot. So you can have Vinny Trocheck. Now that I'm in a playoff spot, I wish that I had him, but wasn't looking like that a couple weeks ago.
He if Demidov wasn't in the same rookie season as Shafes, he would win the Calder. I just feel like what Shafe's doing for the Islanders right now, and the stats he's putting up as a defenseman, playing
Youngest player to hit 25 points.
As a defenseman,
youngest defenseman. Yep.
Youngest defenseman in NHL history hit 25 points. But I mean, he's averaging
fastest.
He's averaging fucking 29 minutes or 28 minutes a game at 18.
He's a beauty. He's a beauty.
Like, and I mean, you saw it there last night or the other night there where Marchment took that knee out and took Shice down. And then you see Matty Brazil coming in like a drug lord here, taking the fucking foot right out of him.
That was pretty. I love to see it. It was a super aggressive play. Can't believe he wasn't suspended, but Phil Kessel against John Scott. That was a baseball swing. But speaking on the Calder, the NHL loves to give defensemen the Calder. I think 3 of the last 6 Calder winners have been defensemen. Last one or first one being Cale Makar on my list. So you got Cale, Sauter, and Hudson. So yeah, it wouldn't be surprising to see Schaefer. They're put to a different a different standard, and a young defenseman putting a puck in the net like Schaefer's been doing and playing 25, 26 minutes a game. But he just got dos cervezas. But I'm interested to see. I haven't put any money on the Calder race, but maybe I should put a few bucks on my guy. Guaranteed to lose then. Whenever I bet on the Habs, they fuck me. Except for last night, I put a few bucks on them last night, and they come through for me, so that was nice.
Were they the odds to win or lose?
No, they were the underdog, but they pulled up. I didn't put big money, but I always have to put a bit of action on, keep it interesting.
Those are one of my favorite bets to make. I was looking at it last night. I didn't do it, but those are one of my favorite bets to make. Is when a team goes down 2 to 3 to nothing in the first few minutes of the game, or when they're losing the majority of the game, put a bet on them at the end of the second period, and the odds are always insane. Last year during the playoffs, the Oilers came back and won a game, and I put money on them at the end of the second period. $20 turned it into $300 because the odds were crazy.
Yeah, I did that last night with the Carolina-Pittsburgh game, but it didn't work out for me.
Didn't pan out for you.
You win some, you lose some.
Actually, I had that in part of my notes here because I would say if Skinner didn't win that game, there would be a solid chance. I mean, I'd hate to say it, but I don't think anyone will pick him up, that he would be waived.
Someone would definitely pick him up.
Who else does Pittsburgh have?
Because you can't, in a season that is so important for Crosby, I don't think you can continue to put a goaltender like Skinner in net and have him giving up 5 goals. What are you laughing at?
I'm just dying here.
He's coughing. He's trying to breathe.
But no, it like his first 2 games, he let in 5 goals. And I mean, like I did watch a bit of it last night because I was interested to see how he would play. And Skinner played, how he does when he was in Edmonton. You have your shitty games, you come back, you steal 1, you steal 2, you steal 3, then you go back to your normal way.
I'm going to go on a limb. I'm going to show some love for Stu Skinner because, again, as much as, Oilers Nation threw him under the bus and hated him for a minute, he took you guys to 2 fucking Stanley Cup finals. And he lost us 2 Stanley Cup finals. It wasn't just him.
I wouldn't say he lost it. Come on now. No. There's 5 fellas in front of him.
And he took you guys to 2 Stanley Cup finals along with Picard. You can't.
Your best fucking goaltender
he was a big reason last year.
Your best fucking defenseman's a top 6 winger. Come on.
Exactly. So I'm going to show some love for him. He's in a funk right now. He just got traded to a new team. He had to watch his fucking, what you call your best buddies over the past 3 or 4 years fucking score their 1,000th point on you.
That was a tough look.
He's in a funk. That was bad.
That panoramic video or picture of the boys just coming out and hugging 5 feet away from.
Yeah.
I don't know what the relationship is after the ice, but they obviously are, they were colleagues for years. I don't know if they were friends, but
Yeah,
they have a relationship, and, to have that
for sure.
celebration 10 feet, 5 feet away from him definitely stung deep down. And he's, he's on the outside looking in now. Yeah.
For sure. However, in defending Stuart Skinner, had a big win last night. Give him a minute, man. He's around Crosby, he's around Malkin, he's around real fucking winners. Like, no offense to McDavid or Draisaitl, he's around real winners now. So, let's see what happens. See if the attitude changes. See if he gets his groove back. Because when he's on, he's a good goalie. Is he the best in the NHL? Not even close. But can he fucking put together a solid performance to be a starter for an NHL hockey team? 100%. And yeah, we'll see what happens. So show some love for Stuart Skinner, because he did bring you guys quite some distance, quite some times.
Speaking of goaltenders and shitty teams, Winnipeg. What are your guys' take on the Jets? That's fucking brutal. You're
From
going
first to
from
last, baby.
well, you're going from a 56-22 season last year to the President's Trophy last year to now you're sitting 32nd in the league,
What did they do? They,
dead last.
they traded a good player in Ehlers, but you wouldn't think he'd be a game breaker. And then they locked up their captain and their leading goal scorer to long-term contracts, and the fucking bottom completely came out of their team.
Right? Like you said, you locked up Lowry, you locked up Scheifele, and then you even Hellebuck's on the same contract as Scheifele.
Or Kyle Connor. Kyle Connor got a big contract this year too, right? That's who I was referring to. He's
so
the boys are still scoring. So I don't know. They Hellebuck went down. He missed a few games, and it's hard, I guess, trying to roll without him. But don't seem like they've really found it. Don't see a Dev.
Who do they got as a backup? They got Comrie?
Comrie, yeah.
Comrie.
Who's a good backup,
yeah.
but you see it all the time.
And he did.
When those backups
He did a
go
solid
into,
job keeping them in.
when they're starting every night or every second or third night, it not every goalie can do it, and we've seen it in the past, and we've seen it with fellas like Ullmark or Swayman, that elite goaltenders, Vezina goaltenders, and once they're required to play 65 games, they can't really do it. So,
But you're sitting there talking about Comrie and backup and Hellebuck being out. They're not in the bottom because Hellebuck's out. They're in the bottom because Hellebuck's playing. Hellebuck is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 straight losses against teams. I mean, yeah, they're playing Colorado, they're playing Minnesota, but they're also playing Utah, they're playing St. Louis, they're playing and he's averaging less than 900 per game in those 6 games. Hellebuck, since coming back from injury, has won 1 game.
I'm glad I never burned my first from last year. I thought good and hard about it, and I decided to take my team in a new direction and get away from having starting goaltenders.
To me, that has been my biggest downfall this year. Has been my goaltending situation in fantasy.
Man, I locked up
Versus
Thompson
last
in
year.
probably the 5th, 6th, maybe 7th round, and he's been my only starter, and I've been playing that game of who's hot and who's not with the rest of my goaltenders. But if you don't got a good goaltender, it's hard to win in our league.
Well, but then you got guys like Devin who lock up fucking 7 goaltenders.
I'm going against him this week. What are we? Wednesday. He already has 3 goalie wins with a 901 save percentage. He's fucking ripping me apart, and a shutout.
Yeah,
Hey!
he's
Hola, senor.
Yeah, as for talking shit about him, ordering goaltenders.
I thought the Panamanian government got you there for a second. I seen you chatting with a guy, and then you disappeared. So I was like, "Oh, what's going on?"
I thought they did too. No, the cafe here closed, and I'm like, shit, they turned off the Wi-Fi. So I start walking away to go find more, and the girl came out. She's like, no, the Wi-Fi's still good. So I don't know what happened, but we're good.
Okay, right on.
Yeah, but what about my goaltenders? I stole Bussy from me. That I got Wall getting shut out. That I got Picker getting me wins off the pickup. Or
That's what we were just saying. He said he got 17 goalies on his team. And of course, he's going to get some W's. We're here on a Wednesday, and he already got 3 wins, a shutout, and a 950 save percentage. Like, fucking guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we'll give you one good bit of news. I don't know what I'm going to do with Fowler. Zach brought him up there last pause, Sebastian Casa. And randomly I stumbled upon him. They had a little write-up on him. He's 14-1-1 in Grand Rapids for Detroit. 4 shutouts. I mean, Fowler was playing great in Laval, but he wasn't doing that. So I was hoping
I was
to
wondering.
send
I was
Fowler.
wondering why you picked him up.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know how I say no. So I got him in my NA. So whenever now that Monty's back, if they go back to Monty and Dobish, and then Fowler gets sent down, I'm not going to be able to keep Fowler. So Billard might be able to grab him.
You drop him.
Billard's going to be on the hunt.
I'm looking. I just said I've been fighting goaltenders. Montreal's in a position like they were in a couple of years ago. Now they got 3 goaltenders and no real starter. So I'm over in champs. I got Fowler and Dobish, and I need to drop a goalie to get me through this week, and I don't want to drop the wrong guy because I need to get another start this
like
week.
me.
I got really solid goalies and champs. I'm happy with my goalies and champs big time. But in 5 for Fighting, if anyone in 5 for Fighting is fucking listening, I need a goalie, and I'm willing to trade some shit for a goalie. But I mean like a decent goalie. I need to get rid of all my shit, and I'm keeping Shesterkin, and I need to bring in another
I need to get
starter,
all my
so-
worst players, and I want all your best players.
Exactly. You
What-
nailed it. So let's
what do you-
get something done.
Okay, Larry Pittman.
Send me some for Hellebuck.
Devin, you're muted still.
I just said Billard. He's taking the Larry Pittman playbook.
Yeah, there you go.
Not only Larry.
Oh, I'm bad for it. I will be reasonable with my trades though. Like, look at the trades I've passed out. I don't always win my trades. I get shafted on a lot of my trades. So
People tell me
It's-
I don't win my trades either, but I don't know. I like them sometimes.
Everyone shit on my trades, and I went from fucking 10th to 3rd. So
that's the beauty of fantasy hockey, boys, is nobody knows anything. It's like the fucking stock market. We can sit here and act like we know what we're talking about. Nobody has a fucking clue. And you can make the best trade. It looks great on
Yeah.
paper, and it turns out to be the worst trade in the world.
if the boys want to
Um,
perform that week, they're going to perform. If they don't, they don't.
Exactly.
Man, the fellas
100%.
making millions to know this stuff don't have a fucking clue. How are the 4 of us supposed to know?
Exactly.
But yeah, no. So I don't know if you want to head into our favorite game there, or unless there
Well,
you go.
actually, I don't even have any questions done up for this week.
I do. I do.
You got them, you guys. Okay, well, you're leading it this week because I didn't get prepared on that at all. I was ranting about
Alright.
Auston
We're in a
Matthews and
Christmas
Connor
frenzy,
Bedard, not
man.
making Team
Everything
Canada.
is everything's haywire. We got we got one
No,
guy,
no,
one guy
I
out of the
came-
country.
I came prepared last night.
All right, so Zach's going to lead us on everybody's favorite game show, plus or minus. No prizes, no winning. Just put in your answers. And brought to you by Benchminer Cards. Check out benchminercards.com. They just posted a whole bunch of new mystery packs. Use the code 5 for Fighting. Get yourself 10% off your order right out of the gate. If you spend $100, you get free shipping. Check them out today, benchminercards.com. All right, I'm done. You go ahead, Zach.
Yeah. So plus minus, we're gonna start right off of the talking about Winnipeg and their shitty start. Plus minus, will the Winnipeg Jets miss the playoffs? Devin.
Man, because we had it before where we were talking about San Jose, whether it would make it, and I didn't like it, them getting in because Winnipeg was trailing. I'm mind boggled. Like, I know they lost Ehlers, the free agency, and a couple other minor pieces. I can't figure out what they're doing, especially with they got Hellebuck in net. They should be able to pull it together. My one point of contention against them, they're in the West. And unless you're the cream of the crop, you're at the bottom right now. The East is jam packed, but the West, you got to be competitive. I'm going minus. They don't make it.
Ryan.
I'm taking the same. I'm going minus. They're at the bottom of the league right now. They got a massive hill to climb. They got those 3 fucking juggernauts in the West to go up against, the Wild, the Avs, and Vegas. So I don't see them doing it.
Billard.
Yeah, same, man. I don't think they make that climb. Maybe they do. Maybe this is actually their year, and they come out with some St. Louis-esque miracle work last going
Pull
into
off
the
a
new year.
2012 LA team.
But I don't know. It'd be good to see. I hope they do. I like Winnipeg. I want to see them. With that core they got, I'd love to see them stick it together. They get a lot of heat for maybe not being a great hockey city, but the boys want to play there. So I think it'd be nice to reward the city with a win. But I don't know if it's in the cards
Thing
from
with
this year.
Winnipeg is they got they got a solid fan base of hardcore fans.
They do.
They
Yes.
might not have a lot of fans, like the Leafs have a shit ton of fans. A lot of them are flaky like myself, but Winnipeg have hardcore fans that love their team and they're happy to have him in the city.
Man, I got a buddy
Yeah,
of mine. He's a Leafs fan, and he's recently told me that he started to cheer for Montreal because they're more exciting to watch, and I thought that was crazy. But
I can't say it out loud like that, but I've been watching a few Habs games. We've watched a few Ottawa games, and I look at one of the boys in the podcast, one of the boys in the chat said it the other day, and I fucking roared when he said it. And I can't give him credit because I don't know who said it, but he's like, I'm looking at the Leafs like an ex-girlfriend right now. I don't love her anymore, but I'll bang her whenever she's around. It's like,
Well, that was in Champs League.
yeah.
Who's Biden Blast?
Biden, I can't remember.
I
Fuck.
can't
Shout out
remember
to
either.
Biden Blast either way, but yeah, I thought that was
But
hilarious.
yeah, no, I'm gonna go ahead and are we waiting for Billard to come back?
You can keep going. Well,
There
there
he
he
is.
is.
I'm
Did the
gonna
White get him?
go. I'm gonna go ahead again and say I'm going the minus on Winnipeg making it. I said it earlier when we were talking about goaltending. Comrie came in. He did all right for Winnipeg when Hellebuck was out. He's a backup goaltender. He's not a starter. They're playing him every game. But if you look at the reason why Winnipeg isn't in the playoff spot right now in the bottom of the league is Hellebuck has lost 6 of his last 7 games. He's won 1 game since coming back from injury and is averaging below 900 in save percentage.
And
So
when you
I
got
mean,
a Vezina goalie, you need him to be stealing games.
so
for
I
you.
don't know if he's still not 100% from his surgery or whatever happened from his injury, but he's not where he needs to be. To go off topic a little bit, I don't know if it's because Tom Wilson said, "Fuck yeah, I'm on Team Canada," but the guy has 2 more goals today.
Nice. Good for him.
So it just showed up in my notifications there because I'm in one of my other leagues. It says another 2-goal game. So he had 2 goals yesterday and 2 goals today.
Good for him.
But next one, will the Sabres make the playoffs?
I'm going to go and say yes. I want to see that wagon keep rolling. I'm going to take the big plus on it. I'd love to see him sneak into the playoffs, get in a wild card spot, and fucking, whether they'll do anything in the playoffs or not, I think the city of Buffalo deserves a seat at the playoff table, and I'd love to see it. So I'm going to give them a plus.
Either way, they make it. No matter, like you said, they don't do anything. The fact that they made it, that city is going to fucking erupt.
man, they
Billard.
won a few games. Their fans are already happy. I'm gonna go minus.
Yeah.
I think the East is just a little bit too deep for it to happen, but enough they can keep it going. I just don't see them keeping that same momentum going into the into the
That's a
spring.
heavy pace to keep.
9 straight. They're not gonna win. Another 9 straight. They're gonna go on a losing slide. How long is that losing slide going to be? I don't know. Teams like Florida, Tampa, Detroit is up top of the league right now. They
Detroit's
are.
playing
So as
great
long as
hockey.
teams like that
Yep.
are taking those positions, I don't see a team like Buffalo squeaking in at the back end. But it would be good for the city and good for the league if they did. But I don't see it. Minus.
I'm coming with Billard. Tage Thompson is probably one of my favorite players in the league for total package. He's got a wicked shot. He's got some of the sickest hands going, and he's a big body. Like, he's such a unicorn in that department. I'd love to see him in playoff hockey and see what he can produce. That said, I think they're hitting a hot run. He changed everything up. It's going to quiet down eventually, and I don't know, they just struggle so often. I feel like once they hit another road bump, they're going to fall back. So I'm going minus.
I guess I'll be the tiebreaker. I'll give them the plus. Like you said, Tage Thompson is probably one of the best players in the league. Like you said, he's a wicked shot, former 40-plus goal scorer, more than once. They have the team to do so if the guys stay healthy. Lyon, UPL, run the tandem. Don't have one more. Start your hot hand, which is Lyon right now. You lose a game, maybe switch back or keep Lyon in for another one. But no, I'll give them the plus. I think they have the ability to make the playoffs. I'd love to see them make the playoffs. I can't remember how long it's been since they even made it, 10, 12 years, maybe, give or
At
take.
least.
It's been a long time.
Been a minute. So yeah, Zach, I don't mean to cut you off there, buddy. Let's hit one more question because we got to remember it is New Year's Eve and we got to get going. There's some people waiting on us everywhere. So let's get that done. Do one more quick question, then we'll call it a day. We got a nice long episode already done here, so let's get her done.
Let's go. Well, no, now I got to pick. Oh, no. Will Celebrini keep up his point pace and hit over 100 points this season?
Go for Devin.
I'm all in on that. That kid at that age, I think Crosby's he's the last teenager to do it. Yeah, I just want to see it. I want the league to have that perennial superstar franchise guy and also doing it in the way he's doing it. 200-foot play, carrying his team. I'm taking plus. I just want to see it. I don't have any other than I want it. I want to will it in there. So plus all day.
Yeah, I got to take the same. Haven't seen a guy like him in a while. Look at like we talked about earlier. Look at the differential from him to everybody else on his team. I don't see him slowing down. He got the skill. He's a young kid and he's doing this shit. Yeah, 100 points plus, no problem. And I'm thinking, I think Billard had to tap out there by the looks of it.
Now I'll go oh, there he is.
Oh, he came back. Nice.
Well, Billard, your take.
Plus.
100 points, Celebrini.
Plus. I'm not sure what's going on with my internet, boys. I've been on with Bill a couple of times since we started this pod, and it seems like it's only getting worse. I got a booster like 3 feet away from me, and it's after dropping a couple times. So I don't know. Sorry about that, but I'm gonna go plus. I think he's gonna do it. Not only that, I think he's gonna make a name for himself at the Olympics, and he is the next face of the NHL. So plus all around. I'm Matt Celebrini, complete stud.
I'm going plus as well. What he's been able to do so far in San Jose in only 2 years is more than most guys do in their career for teams that they're on. 100 points. He'll hit 100 points this year. He'll hit 100 points next. He's a 100-point player. If you said you get Will Smith, healthy and able to produce alongside of him, then together. Crosby, Malkin, McDavid, Leon type players. No, I'll give him the plus.
Yeah, I can't wait to see him and Billard in 4 years' time ripping it up at the Olympics. And hopefully
Billard makes it.
Well, yeah, I'm not hoping, but if someone gets injured, I'm thinking he would be the call up for sure. He would have to be, right? But anyways, gents, it's New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's, everyone. Thanks for fucking stopping by. We really appreciate it. We've been having lots of fun making these, as you can tell. But yeah, Happy New Year's, Happy Holidays. Thanks for listening. Hit all the buttons, like, subscribe all across all the platforms. We'd love to get as many subscribers as we can here on YouTube and Spotify. So yeah, check us out. Watch the episodes. Hit the buttons. Happy New Year. Take care, everybody.
Cheers, fellas.
Happy New Year, everyone. Have a great one.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, guys.
This is the Five for Fighting podcast.
Fantasy hockey, breaking down the lines. Matchups, injuries, hot takes, and trades. No clickbait noise, no overplayed clips. If there's an edge to find, we already checked.
Parlays, we got them for days.